Just before the break, we heard from women who had listened to their mom instinct. They were sharing moments where it had really paid off. Our next guest says we not only need to listen to that inner voice when it comes to our kids and our families, we need to learn to listen to ourselves. Connie Sokol is a Studio 5 contributor, author, and popular public speaker. She says listening to your own needs makes you a better and happier woman, wife, and mother. So I think the benefits are obvious, but what keeps us, what prevents us from listening to that inner voice?
Well, I think we feel kind of selfish, and I think we feel busy. I mean, I don't know about any other women, but the women I talk to, we're just, you're in it, you're in the mix every day, and you're going, and it's to this, and to this, and then I call it the pinball living, you go ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching into the dentist, and the ortho, and then ka-ching, go to bed, and then up in the next day.
Yes.
I mean, you're in the mix before you even realize, wow, is this where we want to be? Is this even what I need to be doing? And why am I so...
That to-do list is kind of the problem sometimes, right?
Yes.
It keeps us marching forward almost to the pace that we can't keep up with what's happening around us.
Exactly, and we don't realize this is too much. This is ridiculous, this plate, and it keeps getting piled, and we're staggering. We're thinking, okay, I can do it, I can do it.
Yeah.
So I think that's a big problem.
You had a slow down moment, an aha over the summer that really reshaped your idea of this ping pong, this pinball living.
Yes, it was in the spring. I went to Paris with my daughter and my sweet little baby, and we went to the French countryside for a few days, and I was so amazed at how beautifully slow it was. Now, of course, I was thinking about it. I thought, well, probably that way in Penguich, Utah. I don't know, a little more glamour this time, but you know, it really hit home. I came home and I thought, even my daughter said, I want to keep that. I want that slower pace, that meaningfulness. You see the woman with the baguettes and the handkerchief, and she's talking to, you know, the village person, and I just thought, I want that. And I think we're wired for busy schedules here in America, so it's hard to slow down even when you want to.
Yeah.
But I tried that, and you know what was interesting? I did not lose that much time. Instead of hurrying to the washer and putting in the washer, hurrying to do my errands, I just put in the wash.
Yes.
And then when I put Chubbs in the car seat, I would give him a kiss and smile at him. Oh, like 3 seconds. But the whole thing of slowing it down, being more paced, driving and not being, you know, like mad carpool mom.
I hear you. I learned this in the most painful way a couple weeks ago. It was 7 a.m. I was trying to get to the gym. I was late for my class, and I thought, oh, I'll just carry the dishes downstairs, the little cups from the master bedroom, and oh, I'll hurry and start a load of laundry, and oh, I fell down the stairs and ended up with a huge bruise on my thigh. It was that physical reminder to just slow down.
Yes, and we keep doing it just real quick. I'll just do that little bit more. I'll just, one more thing. I so hear you. I love that. And you're just like, okay, done. It's a done thing.
I just collapsed at the bottom of the stairs, like weeping, like, okay, I get it. Okay, I'll slow down. You say the idea of listening to ourselves really starts with the concept of validating a need.
Yeah, I think sometimes we're quick to just kind of shove to the side. I know a woman who was a nurse, and she just kept shoving this tumor to the side. Oh, it'll get better again. She knew better, but she was just, or we just think, you know, that we need permission, or we wait for someone to say, well, I'll take care of you. Look, I can tell you're really busy and you're stressed. Here, why don't I do this? Because that's probably what we would do for someone else.
Right.
And if someone's not doing that, then we think, well, maybe it's not that stressful. Maybe it's, I should be able to do this. And that's what we think. I should be able to do this. So, and I think that makes it hard for us to be able to validate that need. But the need is not what's debatable. Once you do your own work and say, wow, I really need to slow down. I need to rest. I need to go to the doctor. Then it's about finding the solution. Then that's where our energy should be. And once we figure out that need and validate that, then we feel this joy and this freedom of, oh, I'm just like everybody else. I get to have something that helps me be able to resolve this problem.
It's a release.
Yes. I have a friend that has 9 children, bless her loving heart, Ingrid. I love her, Ingrid Sorensen. And she said, you know, my husband does this really well. When he's stressed out, when he needs something, he'll do it. And he doesn't need like a whole big committee to tell him, yes, it's okay. And so he'll go and do a basketball game or whatever. And she said, I needed some joy. And I was not being a joyful mom, really. And so she decided to do a ballet class. So cute, twice a week. And she said the choreography that went into this thing was unbelievable. But she said that hour of doing ballet, that good, brave woman, I can't imagine putting on tights as a mother of 9. But she is darling and so cute. But she said that whole hour, the entire day, smile on my face, bounce on my step. And that's what we're talking about, is that validate that need. And once you take care of it, wow, okay, I can do this.
Connie, how much of this is setting boundaries? And I mean, it's one thing to give yourself permission and go to a ballet class and do fun, joyful living type activities like that. But how much of it is also saying no to activities and setting those lines for yourself?
And that's such the balance, because life changes, it shifts. And so what worked at one time may not work the next 6 months. And so it really is, when you're getting irritable and resentful and you're barking at your family and you're feeling this constant woe is me, then it's time to set a boundary. And what that means is you've got to navigate things and adjust them a little differently. Julie B. Beck, she's a religious leader in our community, and she is fabulous. She talks about her father, I believe, was a tradesman, and she said, I noticed he worked one of 3 shifts, you know, on any given day.
Right.
She said, I realized one day as a mother, I was working all 3 shifts. And that's what you do. You're up with the baby at night. You're doing errands and cleaning and cooking stuff in the morning, and then in the afternoon the kids come home, and then it's the evening, the homework and the chores. And so she said, I realized I had to take some energy from one of the shifts and cull it back so that I could have energy for the other two. She says a woman can do about 2.5 shifts. So you have to decide which one's the most important. Is it home with the afternoon with the kids? Is it nighttime? Is that when you're really needing to have more of that second wind? When do you need that energy, and what can you cut out, set a boundary on, so that you can say, I've got that energy now. I can make it through the day instead of I'm just white knuckling through 3 shifts.
And if you find yourself white knuckling through those 3 shifts, you are giving all women permission to ask for help. It's as easy as that.
And oh, that's so hard for us to do, because again, we think, well, it's on my plate, so I should be able to do it. And what's wrong with me? And look at so-and-so down the street. She looks like she's got it all together, and she has homemade bread on the counter, you know? I mean, we really do this to ourselves instead of saying, oh, for me and my body, my mind, my abilities, our family situation, this is too much, and being able to ask for that help. You know, having a baby later in life, you know, I'm going to be 48 soon, and it has been such a shift each step. And over the summer, he had a lot of ear infections. He was getting up like 12 times a night. I was just like, oh, I cannot keep doing this. My sweet husband, school started, and he got up with the first wave of the junior high school kids. So that he's up early, he's got a breakfast and a hug and a prayer, and they're out the door, and everything's good, and then I could sleep in for an extra hour, and then I can take care of the second wave and the younger girls. And that was such a gift. And that, asking for help and receiving help, being grateful for that and saying thank you so much instead of feeling guilty, oh, I should have been able to do it. That is such a huge blessing. And then you let other people be involved in your life, and there's this wonderful synergy that goes on when you do that.
Connie, thank you so much. Permission and help, listening to that inner voice, setting those boundaries, and living a more joyful life. I think a lot of women this season kind of struggle to settle into the new schedule. You have a free podcast you're offering women that'll help them kind of get the fall season off to a jump start.
Yes, we encourage you. We're going to, in this wonderful holiday season, we got lots of tips and wonderful things, and so we're encouraging you to sign up for a newsletter on our website, ConnieSokol.com. It's free. It's an e-letter each week, and you get great fun tips, and we're doing down and dirty cooking and just fun, fast, fabulous stuff. And so if you sign up today, or when you see this this video segment, then you are able to have a free Simplify the Season podcast, and it gives you tips and ideas on simplifying the season.
Talk about double bonus. That newsletter is a smile in my inbox every week, so I encourage people as well to sign up for it. Connie, thank you so much. All right, all the best fall colors, they are on full display, and we have 3 weekend drives that you'll want to take this weekend. That's next.